Hello, Internet, and welcome to episode 283 of Verbal Graffiti with your host, Brian Glass, a.k.a. the B-Man, the People's Degenerate. How are any of you surviving? I don't know. I survived by living with my mom in her basement. Without that, I'd be struggling mightily. Today, actually, what I really want to know is how are you paying for your vices? Right? I don't care about your rent, mortgage, car payments, oil, insurance. I don't care. Your vices are what I care about. One of my vices, as many of you know, is caffeine. More specifically, the bean juice. I love coffee. Give me coffee, morning, afternoon, evening. I'll suck it down whenever you give it to me. But I like to make freshly brewed coffee, so I buy these whole beans from this coffee brewer, coffee roaster. I believe they're called Tandem Roasters in Portland, Maine. I had them delivered to Connecticut. Up till now, I believe I could get a 12-ounce bag of whole beans for, I don't know, might be maybe $24, $25, which might seem like a lot to you if you're not a coffee person, but I feel as though that's a fair price to fulfill my vice. $25 to get my caffeine, to taste. That's a fair trade. Capitalism. What you want, what I have, we barter. I give you money, you give me the bean juice, all that. But now it's $31. And today I bought a new bag and it'll be delivered hopefully in the next few days. And that price is, $31 for coffee. Like I might have to go to heroin. Or maybe not heroin, maybe that's hyperbolic. I don't know, Zen, dip. $31 for coffee. I don't know if I could justify that anymore. Tandem coffee roasters. It's been a fun ride the last couple years, but I might have to find a new, cheaper outlet to get fresh beans from, because $31 is, that's a price I'm probably unwilling to pay, because I have this other issue. I want bigger loads, semen, volume. I want more. And this is a year I finally think I'm going to do it. There's this subreddit. I believe it's called Bigger Come. I'm not really sure what the subreddit is, but it's a subreddit dedicated to men trying to improve the volume of their loads. And on this subreddit, a lot of the Johns on the subreddit talk about and give rave reviews about this supplement called Load Boost. Now, if you want to improve your load, I would get more of a volume, and more volume and better tasting cum for your babes or for whomever. There are certain supplements that can help improve that body of that thing that comes out of your pee hole, that gooey stuff. You want to take, what was it? You want to take zinc, you want to take magnesium, but you also want to counteract that with copper, because if you take too much zinc and too much magnesium without enough copper, it can cause kidney failure. And that makes me a bit timid, because I want bigger load, but I'm not willing to have kidney failure to get that bigger load. I believe, how about you have two kidneys? I'd give up one kidney to have porn smut industry guy. I'd give up a kidney for that. But to have full kidney failure, I'll just stick with my dribbles. But this pill, but the problem is there are other supplements as well. I think there's pumpkin. It's not pumpkin seed, but something in the pumpkin and a few others. But so you can buy all these supplements individually. And as one person described it on this subreddit, you can basically have a pharmacy on your desk with all these different supplements and take one of each, or you can just get this one pill a company called Load Boost, and it has all those, the zinc, the magnesium, the copper, the pumpkin. It has it all. You take 4 of those pills per day, and that will produce, allegedly, will produce more volume, more oomph, more distance for your semen, your jizz, the gooey stuff, the goo-goo. But the problem is the pills cost $60. $60 for 120 pills. And you're supposed to take 4 pills a day to get the full benefit of the pills and to get all that semen. So that's 120 divided by 4. That's 30. So $60. One thing of pills. $60 per month. One bottle is $120. That lasts you a month. So you're paying $60 a month to get more volume in your semen. That's a big price. That's a big price, especially for someone like myself. I don't have any babes in my life right now. Like, I'd be paying, and let's be honest, I am going to buy this Load Boost. That price is, pun intended, it's sticky. $60. That's a big price for 1 month for a bigger load. Especially for a guy who puts his load on beach towels. I don't have no bait. I went on 1 date last year. The last 3 years, I think I've been on 3 dates. Like, I don't fuck. Did get a BJ last month. That was cool. But other than that, like, I'm not really the dating. The sex life, it's non-existent. It's like I don't even know the analogy, but so to be paying $60 a month for one of those things of pills, for the only person who's going to appreciate the semen, the load that these pills can potentially give me, is myself. That's cuckoo. That's cuckoo. That's Looney Tunes if you do that. And I know me, I'm going to do that. I'm going to buy Load Boost pills for $60. And I'm going to keep, because here's the thing. You buy Load Boost, the pills, and if it does increase my semen, my volume, my oomph, like, I'm not going to stop buying them. Like, I'm going to become an addict to Load Boost. And I'm going to keep buying these pills so that my load is bigger than it currently is. Because once you start getting bigger loads, I don't know, but I do know. Like, I can't tell you because I haven't experienced that. But if these pills do work, I'm going to want to continue that experience. And again, I'm doing it for myself. And the beach towel, my cum rag that I come onto. That's cuckoo. When you're buying these pills, that cost $60 per month, a month's worth of pills, $60. And the goo-goo's not going inside or on of anybody. It's just going on a piece of fabric, doing it what I do alone in my bedroom. But I just, the allure of a big load, knowing that it can actually, there are supplements out there that can actually improve the size of your load. It's a hefty price, but the B-Man's going to pay it. The B-Man's going to, like, I'm not going to pay it. The first time I get drunk in 2026, I have it saved on my phone, and I'm going to press the button, and the pills are going to come. And honestly, I wish I made money on this project, Verbal Graffiti. So I think that I could write that off as a business expense. I'm not really sure how you do that because I've never had any business expenses. And I don't think you can do that when your YouTube channel is not monetized, makes no money. So I can't use that as a business expense, but I would like to. Again, same as me dreaming of bigger loads. I would like to have bigger loads. That's why I'm going to buy these pills. But that's a pill. You can't buy Load Boost pills when you're sober. You need to be in an inebriated state. And that's coming from me. I think you'd all agree. You buy Load Boost when you're sober, you're out to lunch. If you do so when you're inebriated, that's another Amazon purchase. That's another eBay purchase when you're inebriated. So that's where I'm at. But that's it. Like $30, I'm going to have to start, I don't know, drinking Folgers coffee or something like that. And now these load boost pills, $60. And I am dubious of them because there have been times when I've dabbled in zinc and magnesium, just regular vitamins, and that did nothing to increase my volume. But again, on this subreddit, the guys who've been in the battles, done the trials and errors, they all rave by this pill. And there are other brands as well, but this is the main one. So I'll get back to you. And if I do buy these pills and I do consume them, I will be giving a review. I won't be showing you, but I will paint the picture for you. All right. That was an opening, huh? That was it. Open up my phone. Okay, this next one comes from the subreddit Ask Women No Censure. Do you feel weird about lingerie if you're not waxed? ? You know how it is. I do. Some stuff is more revealing than others. There's just ... less to some lingerie than others. If you're not waxed or shaved, does that make you feel weird if you put on lingerie that reveals more of that zone? ? I know we shouldn't be insecure about our flaws in body hairs, but I just want to know what other women feel about this. Well, I'm not a woman, nor am I a babe. I'm just a lonely John who's too concerned about the lack of volume of his load. But he's thinking about working on that. But as a guy who's been with babes, not many, but enough babes, all different types of hair and no hair down there. And a guy, I can tell you from a guy's perspective, thinking about guys, about your own body image, absolutely, you should be insecure about your appearance and especially your body hair. And I say that as a guy, where you are the people who are more concerned about their body hair and do something and act on those concerns are better people than the people who let their hair grow all over their body. Like, I'll give you an example. I have back hair. I have hair all over my back now, and it's almost a shaggy carpet. It's at the point now where I look at my back. Like, I was making a video about a month ago. It should be coming out, I don't know, whenever. But there's a shower scene, and I was like filming my backside, like my actual back. And I know, oh, wow, there's a lot of hair back there. Because a few years ago, it was little patches right below my neck, between my shoulder blades. But now it's a full shaggy carpet, and it's starting to resemble the back hair that my father had. So I know it's genetical. Thanks, Dad, for the back hair that you gave me. But for the last 3 years, I've been telling myself, I'm going to go to one of those parlors, have one of the cute little Asian babes that may be a product of human trafficking. Hopefully not, but I'm going to have her wax my back. This is the summer I do it. The last 3 years, I've been saying I'm going to do it, but this is the year I do it. The part of the year will probably be May, right? Mid-May. I'll start taking my shirt off when I do some road running. Well, once the shirt comes off to go running, I'm going to go to one of those waxing places and get that taken care of. And that's not the only hair on my body that I care about. I have ear hair. I have nose hair. This past Christmas, my mom got me a nose trimmer. I pluck my ear hair and my eyebrows twice per week. I have so much hair in my butt crack that sometimes when I have a messy poop, I have to go, the TP won't do the job. I have to jump in the shower right after the poop because there's so much hair that I won't get the poop out of all that. Like the TP won't get all the hair, or sorry, all the poop off the hair, so I gotta jump right in the shower. My pubic hair I trim once a week, and I have hair coming off up the shaft of my penis that I have to pluck every few weeks. So my part-time job, my second job, is managing the hair on my body. And I do that because I'm concerned, because I'm self-conscious of my body hair. And I know who I am. Like as a 41-year-old, like in my age range, I'm probably, if we're ranking myself, probably a soft 5, if that. All right. And that's only because I manage my body hair. I pluck, I trim, I contain, I do all that. But if I were not to do all that, if I were to give in to the propaganda on the internet that our teachers told us, that our parents tell us, that, oh, love yourself for who you are. To those people who tell you that, go suck a fat one. You're lying to me. You're trying to hold the B-man and all of us down. It's better to be insecure about your body and do something about it than to be secure about your body when you should be insecure about your body and work on your body. Because if I were to let my hair just grow, have ear hair and hair out of my nose, and have my pubic hair be all the way to the full bush where it goes like beyond my dick, I'd drop to a 4. I'd be I'd go from a soft 5 to a soft 4. And we all know that once you fall below 5 in the 1 to 10 beauty ranking, you become unfuckable, you become unlovable, you become invisible to the opposite sex and to all of society. So you must do what you must do to maintain whatever number you're at. Now, maintaining all that hair and the waxing, it won't rise, it won't give you more digits. It won't make you from a 5 to a 6. It will just maintain where you're at. But again, when you're 9 or 10 or an 8, you got to put the work in. All those people, God-given body, those are your genes. Love yourself for who you are. Fuck that. Work on yourself. Give in to whatever the trends are of the day. You gotta wax your pubic hair. You gotta, trim it. If you're wearing lingerie, skimpy lingerie, tiny underwear, and there's pubic hair coming out the sides, making your pubic area look like a clown, you can't have that. You can't. The guys will fuck you. But let's be honest, you don't love yourself. You're self-conscious of all that pubic hair coming out the sides of your lingerie. If you're self-conscious about it, whoever you're with, they're not going to like it either. Now, I'll admit, I'm a bit of a weirdo. I like pubic hair. I watch vintage porn from the 70s. I dig a bush. As long as it's not on the ass crack or the taint or on the actual side of the pussy, of the sniz, as long as it's above it, I love it. I've had 2 instances in my life where I've been with a babe full bush. I've been with babes with a bush before, but these 2 specific ones, one was a lady, a babe, who was a teacher, first grade teacher. She lived in an apartment in Chelsea, Manhattan. That's like a trendy neighborhood if you know Manhattan very well. I was at her apartment, and this was not a one-night stand, but a one-time fuck. And took her pants off, and she had on a pink thong, lace thong, and the hair on the outside of the edges of it. I commented on it, and she was like, yeah, I have a full bush. But I loved it, and it was what it was. And then there was another lady who her pubic hair was all the way out, like into her inner thighs. And the first time I saw her sniz, I told her, like, listen, the B-man, I dig pubic hair, but you got too much. And she agreed. And she ended up like going and getting a wax or doing some type of trim job. And she thanked me, as she should, because I made her my comment about her pubic hair going all the way out to her inner thighs, telling her, baby, that's a bit too much. Like she went and she took care of that, and that made her a more attractive person. Now, she and I are no longer together. We don't fuck, we don't communicate. But to whatever guy she's with now, that guy should thank me, because she no longer, at least at the time, she didn't have, she got rid of that pubic hair. So again, call out your partner, male or female, if they have too much pubic hair or back hair or whatever hair they have that is just like you don't want to touch, you don't want to feel. Tell them, bully them, bully them into tease them, make their self-esteem lower. Do whatever you have to do to the point where your lover or whoever it is you're with takes care of wherever that hair is that you don't want it to be. And people will call you out for doing that and say you're a terrible person. Nay, 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 nay. You're helping. But by teasing the person you're with about their body hair, you're making that person a better looking, a more attractive, higher self-esteem person by bullying them into getting rid of their body hair. Again, yeah, I mean, there are exceptions to the rule. If you're a major lady of the smut, one of the legends, Lena Paul, Carly Gray, an up-and-comer major motion picture artist now, what's her name? Haley Rose. Those are three prominent babes with prominent pubic hair. But again, they're in the world of smut. They have an aura to them. They have a self-confidence, a sexuality, a femininity to themselves that it's hard to pull that off. So again, unless you have the attitude of a Lena Paul or a Haley Rose or Carly Gray, at the very minimum, don't have that hair going into your inner thighs. Let's go look at some photos. Please like, subscribe, share an episode, a reel that I put out with a friend or somebody you know who has too much pubic hair. I do not. I trim my pubic hair once weekly, usually. But to all your friends, family, clergy members with too much pubic hair, let them know about Verbal Graffiti and help grow this project for me. And thank you so much for the assistance. Now, to serious business. I have a question I've been thinking about, and I don't know the answer because I'm not part of this world. And as I mentioned in the first segment, I have a lot of body hair. I'm self-conscious of it. Therefore, I don't get massages. I've never had a professional massage done by a massage therapist, masseuse. I don't even know all the lingo. But this is a question I have. For those of you who have gotten massage or regularly get a massage, and I'm talking above board, just a deep tissue, regular, half hour, 60-minute massage. Now, if you get the massage and it's great, it's fantastic, you feel all loosey-goosey, relaxed, refreshed after the massage, you love the therapist, the masseuse, you're absolutely going to come back again and request whoever the hand magic person was. Here's the question I have. If you find out that same therapist, massage therapist that is, does rub and tugs, gives tuggies, hand jibbers, maybe slobs on the knob, maybe all the way, all right? She does extras for a price, or maybe he or she, whoever it may be. Would you still go back to that massage therapist knowing that information? Or with that information, knowing that, hey, that person, they do extras than just the massage, I don't want to be part of that. Or is the massage, if the massage is that good, would you go back to that massage therapist knowing that there are other clients who are in that same room you're in, that same bed, table that you're on, we're getting jerked off? Would that affect your opinion of the massage therapist? And would you or would you not go back after finding out that there are tuggies being done by that therapist in that same private room that you got that magical massage? Or would it not bother you? Because I would think, now this is all hypothetical because I've never gotten a massage. Now I'm not your normal guy, but I'd feel cheated. I would feel cheated not getting the tuggy. Like, wait, you give tuggies to everybody, but then you don't give me one? Like, I would feel left out. So I think that's why I wouldn't go back, because I feel like I got cheated. It wouldn't be a morality reason. It wouldn't be like a moral compass, a judgmental. It'd be like, hey, you cheated me. You didn't give me what you were giving everybody else, so I'm not giving you my business anymore. But I gotta suspect, or at least I don't got it. I suspect that the average person, the average normie NPC cheese doodle, if they found out that the regular massage parlor they go to gives tuggies, and like, you're not about that, you just want above board regular massage, like my inclination is to say that the normie would not go back to that massage parlor. What say you? Have you gone back to a massage parlor to get an above board massage knowing that there are tuggies being done there, but you go anyway because the actual massage itself is, worth the price, even though, maybe other nefarious activities are going down with other clients? Yeah. Did I not get any sleep one night because I was thinking of that question and pondering it? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Moving forward. All right, this comes from the subreddit complaints. Got plenty of those here. America will end up on the wrong side of history. All capital letters. You Americans, hello there, nice to meet you, need to take your country back ASAP. The amount of damage MAGA is doing to the country domestically and internationally is soon to be irreversible. Currently, the Trump administration is trying to cut all contact with Europe, abandon NATO, and join ties with Russia. As a European, it hurts to sit and watch such a great nation and the closest friend crumble and fall. The American dream and values are dying on the path to be replaced by an evil, fascist oligarchy. Just like the Russian recipe, America is on its course to end up on the wrong side of history this time. Let me ask you this, Mr. European, respectfully, nay, disrespectfully. Do you not remember the War of 1812 and what you Europeans did to us Americans in our White House? Do you not remember? Do you not recall? Let the B-Man let you in on what happened during that war. All right, the Europeans came to our land, came to our soil, and lit our White House on fire. And now you want us to be friends with you Europeans? The B-Man, real Americans, we haven't forgotten what Europe did to us in the War of 1812. You burned our White House down. So don't come at us in the year 2026 and tell us, oh, you're our best friends. We need to continue this friendship. No, we don't. Why should we be friends with you? You burned down our White House. You made us go to war with you to get our freedom. And when I say our, I say America. You've been nothing but a nuisance to us since we left your trivial land over there in Europe. So I say good riddance. Like, why should we be friends with Europe? Like, what are you doing for us? What's the last thing Europe did for America? What? You gave us the Statue of Liberty and immediately it changed colors on us? The Statue of Liberty is ugly. I wish France would take it back. I don't want the Statue of Liberty. I don't want the friendship with Europe. We saved your ass in the Great War. We saved your ass in World War II. The only reason why you're still around is because of the kindness of American diplomacy. So back the fuck up and stop telling us how we're supposed to live our lives, because your life and your countries in Europe don't matter. And for you, Europeans, to be talking shit about us Americans and how we're the evildoers of the world, look in the mirror. Remember that slogan? Remember the slogan, the sun never sets on the British Empire? Yeah, that was true, because Great Britain and France colonized the entire world for about 1,000 years. So it's a bit rich for you to be bitching about America and who we're doing business with around the world, okay? And as for Russia, do you not remember the Second World War, right? Both us, Europe and America, joined forces with Joseph Stalin and the Red Army, okay? So none of us are kumbaya, peace on the right side of history. History is written by the winners. And as long as you win, you will be on the right side of history. And right now, Europe, you're a loser. Right? You're a loser. Right? You remember what Joseph Stalin did after World War II? The Red Army went into Germany and they raped every woman they could get their hands on. That really did happen. And we allied with them. America. We're not, you got to stop looking at America as this, what was it? Did Reagan call us the shining hill? What was it? The shining light on the hill? Whatever that, we're not the moral compass of the world. It's always been evil here in America, right? There's never been a noble leader, a noble president. They've all been evildoers. Right? Everyone bitches about Trump. Every election, almost every national election in America has been stolen, right? JFK used the mafia in Chicago to win the election in 1960. Lincoln paid off voters with barrels of whiskey and ale. George Bush Jr. used hanging Chads, and his brother governor in Florida to win the 2000s election. Biden used mail-in ballots to win the 2020 election. I might be getting all my years wrong here. American elections are weird because the election happens in November, but you don't actually become president until the following January. So there is the election will be in 2020, but you don't become president until 2021. Beside the point is, America, we've been stirring shit forever. Right? It's been murky. There's been nothing benevolent about this country. It's about winning. It's about power. And as a European, you should know that. Look at your own history. It's about controlling the world, controlling the resources. Those who control the resources control the population. All right, and look at yourself. Europe. You're nothing. Every time I go online, there's another protest. There's another rally with Muslims and Africans taking over your cities. Why don't you go control your own cities? We got enough problems here in America that we don't need you Europeans bitching about us, because we got the same problems over here. We got a bunch of people. We got a crazy president who no one knows. You'll turn on your phone every day. Like, what did Trump do today? Who did he piss off? What country did he invade? Venezuela? What the fuck are they doing over there? We took their president? Okay, not great. Not great. There's a follow-up of our terrible foreign policy since fucking the Vietnam War with Lyndon Johnson and JFK, Nixon, Iran-Contra, Desert Storm, Iraq 2, Afghanistan. I can go on and on. Gaddafi. It's what we do. That's what American foreign policy is. We don't give it to our own citizens. We use it to make big bombs, and then we go blow up people in other countries. I don't know what to tell you. Have you not been paying attention? And that you Europeans perfected colonization. And to be bitching about America, it's like, go look at the rest of the world. China has a death camps. I think they have Christians and Muslims. I think China has Christians and Muslims in hard labor camps. I might be wrong. I really know nothing about China, but I think I did read that, and I saw it on the internet, so it must be true. But again, honestly, ask yourself this: why would anyone want to be friends with Europe? We got our own pool. You're the kids who had the parents with a pool, so that's why everyone came to your house. But America grew up. We have our own pool. All right? We don't need the pool in your backyard. You don't even have air conditioning in Europe. Right? A nation, what is Europe? Like, even Great Britain doesn't want to be part of Europe. Like, fuck the EU. Fuck whatever you are. We're into our own currency. We're going back. Even though Great Britain, get your balls back. What? The king is just, he wears a crown, but he has no power. Like, what is going on in your country? Yeah, get your own house in order before you start calling out the rest of the world, and especially America. All right, we'll do what we do. We'll get past this. We're Americans. We will. But I want you to know that we don't want to be friends with you anymore. Europe, you burnt down our White House, 1812. Actually, I think it might have happened in 1814. It's called the War of 1812. I could have the dates wrong, but you burned down our White House, and all you've been doing since then is bitching and whining at how we're not living up to your morality. Fuck your morality. Go suck a fat one. This is about America. It's about winning. It's about the stars and stripes. Europe, you're over. You're the ex who stalks us on social media. We're blocking you. Mute. We're done with you, Europe. And so should the rest of the world. You have nothing else. You have nothing else to give. Nothing. Ungrateful peasants. Go suck a fat one.